All right, we're here today to take a look at this 1979 Cadillac Eldorado. It belonged to a gentleman that bought it brand new. I think he bought it down in Colorado originally, is where he got it, because he couldn't get, if I remember right, I used to carry groceries out to this car back in the day. And he was pretty frugal, you know, and most of them people from that time was. Anytime you lived through the Depression, you're going to be pretty frugal. He couldn't get a good enough deal by our local dealership, so he went ahead and bought it, I think, down in Colorado. He got a better deal on the car. I don't think he ordered it, but he went down and bought it down there because he got a better deal. This was their go-to-town, you know, car. This wasn't a car that they just drove every day or anything. This was his pride and joy car. He had his company truck, so he drove it most of the time. And then they also had like a 65 Impala. It was the same exact color as this car, that light blue. Didn't have vinyl top, of course, but he liked this light blue, and later on he got like an 85 Chevy Silverado with the light blue on top and the dark blue on the bottom. I remember when he was driving that also, because like I said, she didn't come to the grocery store as much as he did. He always went and came and got the groceries. He always liked that light blue, and I think the pickup and the car still belongs to the family. He had like 5 daughters. I think one of them ended up with the pickup, and one ended up with the Impala, and I think both of them still have it. So I mean, the car's meticulously been well maintained, and it has been setting for some time now. He passed away, and the family had it. They put it in a building, and they didn't know what to do with it. They gave me a call, and I said, yeah, I remember this car. And they asked me if I would be interested in buying it. And I said, well, yeah. So I ended up with the car. I kept it for a while. I drove it a few times. And it's like I said, I got too many cars to drive. That's the only reason I'm getting rid of some of these cars. This is at no reserve also. It's going to be on Bring a Trailer. I always liked the grill on the car and the headlights. They were so nice and square looking. It had a real cool face on it, as you would say. Emblem on the hood, and how the fender's set up a little bit higher on the hood set down and the fender kind of set up. It's got the 5.7 electronically fuel injected motor, which is just a smooth motor, no carburetor, nothing like that. It runs and drives really nice, rides like a Cadillac. The mirrors on the car, I like the Cadillac embossed emblem. I love the dash in the car. It's just got just such a pizzazz of the wood grain and everything else, how it goes across there, a little chrome around it. Beautiful dash work in the car. I remember back in the day when that show came out, The Thief with James Caan, I think it was, the black one. I always loved that show, and I always loved that car in that show. And I remember him driving that car in that show, and that was just neat, how the lights shined on the hood, and the music and everything to that show was pretty cool. It's got telescopic steering, it's got tilt steering, electric seats. It's pretty much got all the bells and whistles they had back in the day. AM, FM, I think it's cassette. The trunk lid back here, I like how it kind of, you can close it and just sucks it down. We've kind of left the car all like it was. I kind of like to leave it like the original owner. It's got the old chrome flashlight and a bunch of the old, just stuff that people back in those days put for safety and stuff like that. I think there's some flares back there, but all that stuff goes with the car. I got all the paperwork and everything else that he ever did to it back in the day. It's all in the glove box, all nicely organized and everything else. So I've kept the car that way. I kind of wanted to keep it like the family had, like he had it. Just because I personally knew the guy, and he's a super nice old guy. I like the memory of things like that. It's not just a car, it's something that I remember in my past, which is kind of cool. It's going to be a no reserve auction, so it's going to get a new home, and it's going to be on B8. I think somebody will get a car that they're thoroughly going to enjoy. We're going to do a cold start here in a few minutes, and then we're also going to do a drive, and we'll take it out for a drive. Stay tuned and like us, subscribe. We have a lot of cool cars coming up, and they're only going to get fancier and nicer than this one. We've already sold a couple of them pretty nice, but we do have some cool F-250 stuff, 34 Ford pickup that's amazing, $200,000 builds. a Corvette that's really cool. And that stuff's going to be coming up here real shortly. So we're going to be selling probably a couple dozen cars at least, hopefully this year. Stay tuned and wait for the cold start. All right, we're going to go ahead and do that cold start real quick. All right, that's the cold start, and it does fire up like that every time. I love the fuel injection on this thing. So like I said, I didn't even know Chevy made a fuel injection like this in '79. So, like and subscribe. We'll see you at the drive. All right, let's do this test drive. We're at a little chime. That's pretty cool. There's the air suspension on the back. Where it's at. It's got the telescopic steering. Put it throw out by if you want to. And tilt. It's got the AM, FM 8-track is what it's got in it, 1979. Car drives and runs amazing. It's amazing how it rides. Let's take a listen to this. Kick her up a little bit here. How smooth this is. And the wind is blowing like crazy out here in Wyoming. Wonderful windy Wyoming, they call it. That's 60 mile an hour. All right, Nick's going to join us. He was walking along the road, lost like usual, and so I picked him up. How you doing, Nick?
Pretty good.
You haven't rode too many Cadillacs, have you?
Well, not really.
We rode quite a few Lincolns. We've had a lot of Lincolns.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Yeah. This ain't no slouch itself. Feel that bump there? I think ride's nice.
Well, both.
So like I said, it ain't no perfect car, but it's a pretty nice little car. Take a look at the pictures and see what you think. Know some, what do they call it? No reserve. That's the word. Yeah, draw a blank today. See how sharp this thing turns. Do a U-turn here. Look at that.
Impressive.
It's how short that is.
Heck, I don't even think my car could turn that sharp.
It does turn sharp. It has new exhaust on it. We had to put a new muffler and a new tailpipe and a new resonator on the back. We got that all done, so it's nice and quiet. When I first got it, the muffler was making holes in it and stuff. So I thought, yeah, we better put that on there. If it's any car making you go to sleep, it's this one, that's for sure.
Oh, it's comfortable.
It is.
The seats are nice.
It's just like a pillow. So I mean, I like the velour more than I like the leather. Leather was nice, it was cool and everything, don't get me right, but I think in these eras, I think the velour was a nicer choice for comfortable and nice and cozy, you know. The leather back in the day was really nice, but it got kind of cracked out and stuff. It's really hard to preserve leather in these particular cars.